Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cheney Stadium in Tacoma, Washington, and here on ESPN+. It is a cool, cloudy evening here in the Pacific Northwest with the floodlights beaming down as Tacoma Defiance gets set to play host to Orange County SC. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Harvey, joined as always by Dave Clark in the booth. And Dave, this a Tacoma side that needs to upend its recent form, and that right quick.
Those 7 losses in a row have really hurt this side that was once in second place in the Pacific Division and now must scramble for its playoff lives.
Meanwhile, Orange County has taken 1 point from 3 meetings with Tacoma this season, but they're thinking that their fullback Brent Richards might be able to serve up something in the tune of a game winner here on the road.
Yeah, Brent Richards had 6 assists this year. The right back has been quite strong. It's his best year ever, which is highly unusual for a 31-year-old.
On the other side of things, for Tacoma Defiance, it's all focusing on the man who's been slotted to start at center forward tonight, Alec Diaz, who of course had that goal called back for offside in the 90th minute. What would have been a 1-1 draw turned into a 1-0 loss on the midweek at Austin.
He still had a strong game for a forward, even though he didn't score. He was extraordinarily active in the first half in that loss at Austin. Look for him to get many touches right at the top of the penalty area. He has to get a goal tonight.
Well, we'll get to the full lineups on the other side of a break in the national anthem, but you see here the teams coming out, and it has been tough sledding for Orange County, like I mentioned, against Tacoma this season, but on the road, very good record. 6 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws.
+7 goal differential. You never see that in the USL Championship. A team that's better on the road than they are at home. Orange County, they're trying to gun for San Diego Loyal, rack up those points and maybe host a playoff game. Tacoma Defiance obviously have to target LA Galaxy 2 in their sights that are 5 points ahead of them.
Well, it is time for the anthem here at Cheney Stadium. We'll step aside. When we return, our starting lineups, our multi-care pre-match health report, and of course the first half between Tacoma Defiance and Orange County SC here on ESPN+. Set for the kickoff between Tacoma Defiance and Orange County SC. I'm Andrew Harvey alongside Dave Clark. And Dave, time now for the multi-care pre-match health report. What's the word on the injury front?
No injuries for Tacoma Defiance, just one new absence. That's Juan Alvarez, who was an extreme hardship call-up for the Seattle Sounders, who are also playing this evening.
Yeah, currently underway at home against Vancouver Whitecaps, our Seattle Sounders FC. That's your multi-care pre-match health report, and time now to take a look at the starting 11 for the visiting Orange County SC as named by interim head coach Richard Chaplow, and of course, some familiar names beyond just Richards.
Yeah, you have Sean Acoli, who started his career with the Seattle Sounders. This is his 3rd trip to Orange County SC. Dangerous forward, was once the USL Championship MVP. And I'm really going to be interested in Dylan Powers. Defiance did well to get around him last time, but he is a little bit more fresh now than he was then, just playing in his first game after several months off.
And of course, can't forget former Sounder Darwin Jones on the bench as well for Orange County. For Tacoma, it's a lineup that we've become pretty familiar with, and one that is hoping for a faster start at home than they were able to manage against Austin on Wednesday.
Yeah, most notable on this one is that you see Samuel Adinaran flipped to the left winger here tonight. That's going to be something different. We're going to see Alec Diaz as a center forward. First time that Wade Weber's tried that. It's going to put both of them in different spaces, and he's looking to maybe unlock a stagnant offense so far this season.
Your referee tonight is John Maddow, assistant referees Seth Martin and CJ Cole, Adare Monroy, the 4th official. Now Defiance in commencement gray will move from right to left on your screen here in the first half. Orange County in blue, headed back the other way. And there is the opening kickoff. 90 minutes of USL Championship action here on a Saturday night at Cheney Stadium. Christian Herrera is between the sticks tonight for Tacoma. He's 4-8-2 overall, but really most of those losses have come on this recent downturn in form for Tacoma. And Dave, as you think about this form and you're talking to head coach Wade Weber, what kind of sticks out? Is there a common theme across these matches?
I think it's a theme that actually works both in the attack and in the defense. He's noticed that the opposition has managed to take advantage of every single defensive error that Tacoma Defiance has made. And what he wants to see from the attack on his own side is that they force those defenses to make those errors that he's been making.
Yeah, this Tacoma defense was really locked down for most of the season. They allowed 18 goals in 17 matches to start the year, and then allowed 17 in their last 8.
And then one thing that you do notice, though, about the history between these two sides is Tacoma Defiance hasn't given up a goal to Orange County this season.
Certainly hoping to keep that alive tonight. Pruitt comes in hard and left a foot up. He's going to get an early talking to for his role in that challenge against Dylan Powers.
This is Tom Brewitt's second start as a defensive midfielder.
Dave, your thoughts on this challenge?
I think he's a little late to the ball, and he's just getting a talking to. I don't know why he's so upset about that. It's not as if a card was shown.
So an early free kick, the way of the visitors. Brian Olowski's over the ball. Olowski drops that in. Nearly found the head of his man at the back post. They've won a corner.
I think that was the mildest of touches by Jackson Reagan's head. Just kind of skimmed off the top to go out.
Here is Dylan Powers for the in-swinger. It's a low ball coming in. And out for another corner. Second effort, and that one covered on the line by Herrera. Well, pretty important stop for the big man early on. Quickly, the length of the field looking for Diaz. Damas, big turn there. That'll be a free kick. Will it be anything more as Ronaldo Damas got the edge against Eric Kinsner and was looking to turn straight upfield. And it will be a caution for Eric Kinsner here in the 4th minute. Comes early, but hard to say that that one wasn't deserved.
Yeah, he made a little error giving that angle to Damas, and then his only choice was to bring him down. Otherwise, Damas was free and clear with Akers in front.
This is Brent Richards, man with 6 assists, the former Washington Husky, having a career year this year for Orange County.
Taking after his former team, the Huskies, who are off to their best start ever.
Up to number 2 in the country for the Washington Huskies. And a team that people familiar with Tacoma Defiance will recognize a lot of names of on that roster. Kai Briscoe, Sam Fowler, Dylan Tevez, Gio Miglietti. A lot of guys who have worn the gray prior to their collegiate career.
We talked about the defensive errors. That time it was Jackson Reagan.
Long throw comes soaring in. Herrera goes for the punch. He was fouled. Well, since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Kinsner thumps the switch Somebody on the end of it. First touch of the night for Abraham Romero. Mexican international, won a U17 CONCACAF championship with Mexico back in 2015. 23 years old. And with a 3-3-2 record, but 3 clean sheets to his name.
It's a lot easier to win when you get clean sheets.
At the very least, it's a lot tougher to lose. Villanueva. Here's Cody Baker. Looking over the top, Diaz gets to the ball. Villanueva looking for a cross. And instead, well, it's a double whammy. Gets pelted with the ball and concedes the throw-in. Coley turns, goes square. Damas handled that ball, apparently. Damas turning here. Gives it a go from distance. Herrera scrambles over and bats the ball away. Well, 13 goals, 2 assists for the Haitian Ronaldo Damas this season. A man who is continuing to have success after just completely tearing up USL League One with North Texas SC these last couple years. He's 8th in the league in goals scored. Diaz is onside. Gets the ball past his defender and fouls. Michael Orozco working his way back to it.
That video could be used as the definition of a frustration foul. The broad body right in between Diaz and the ball, so he just, little 2 hands in the back.
Well, it'll take some doing to get around the likes of Michael Orozco. And most of his professional career in Mexico, and a stint with the Philadelphia Union as well. Calvillo, 23-year-old, in on loan from the San Jose Earthquakes. As they switch it now to the near side to Richards.
Orange County unable to find their way through the lines, so they decided to just go over.
At the line, Diaz gives chase and wins a corner for Tacoma. Well, the raw pace of Alec Diaz, tough for defenders to match. And he's manufactured that opportunity pretty much out of nothing.
Yeah, he's been a much more active player today than he has been normally. And it's interesting here on a corner to see your center forward about 25 yards away from goal.
Robles, it's a low ball inside. Wanted to try to engineer a flick for Taylor Mueller. Second effort in from Baker. Adeniran. And Powers puts it out of play, but the flag's up for offside against Alec Diaz.
Alec had a pass there that deserved more glory.
Robles picks out Baker. Cody Baker, 17 years old, making his third start of the season for Tacoma tonight. Robles spins, fires, it's a redirect, and a tricky one too. Diaz going for the hockey-style bat-down goal. Dave, do you reckon he meant to do that?
I'm certain that he knew where he was, and it has been a goal-dangerous forward in his career. Scoring something like that tonight would reignite Tacoma, really, in these final few games.
Well covered by Romero at that right post. And Adeniran guilty of the handball that time. Well, with sights set on home field advantage, El Paso Locomotive welcomes an OKC Energy side looking to remain above the playoff line. It's El Paso and OKC, Sunday, October 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. We were talking in our pre-match chat, Dave, that Mountain Division still wide open. Anybody's ball game.
Yeah, somehow El Paso hasn't locked down a playoff spot yet, which tells you how strong the rest of the mountain has been.
Meanwhile, here in the Pacific, starting to look more and more likely that the top two berths have been determined. Two spots left up for grabs with 5 or 6 games to go, depending on the club. Free kick for Tacoma there. Restart quickly, and it goes for Adeniran. Is he onside? The flag stays down. Smashes in across, gets beyond Diaz. Calvillo trying to stretch things the other direction. And has put the ball out of play. Ronaldo Damas is down just at midfield. Seems to have gone down away from the ball.
I think the last action we saw him was the little collision with Danny Robles and the quick restart.
Well, Damas is up and will press on here at Cheney Stadium.
I want to shout out Cody Baker for closing down on Orange County. He was about 50 yards from the ball and managed to stop everything in that attack.
Well, Defiance did the right thing and sent it back to Orange County, and now they'll do the right thing a second time, I suppose.
Motto was not happy with how quickly Tacoma had restarted that.
Guess not. Richards out of his own end, up as far as Okoli. Sean Okoli, a player that actually is pretty familiar to members of both these fan bases. This now his third stint with Orange County. Of course, the former Sonor's homegrown player. Well accustomed to brisk October evenings here in the South Puget Sound.
Up.
And Defiance, for their part, kind of answering right back to the likes of Alec Diaz.
This holds up. The midfielders aren't going to get many touches.
Yeah, 18 minutes in so far, and both these teams have kind of been bypassing everything in the middle of the field so far. Through ball there, looking for Damas. And Kinsner claiming Damas was offside. Nothing given. Dave, if you're Tacoma Defiance manager Wade Weber, how do you change your approach, if at all, reflecting the fact now that pretty much every match between now and the finish line is one where you're going to have to push the issue? Turned over, Okoli tripped up there. The shot parried by Herrera. And that satisfied the apparent advantage from Okoli being fouled.
He's still looking for that call. Wade Weber actually talked to me a little bit about this. He has to rotate players. They have 7 matches in 23 days, and right in the middle of that, that's why they made 4 changes tonight, particularly in that defensive midfield.
Richards and Herrera tips that over, while the fullback slots inside on the underlap and gave the goalie something to think about.
And a beautiful pass to open him into space, too. That's why Obed Vargas and Carlos Anguiano are on the bench as part of that rotational effort.
Corner in from Miloski. Herrera was run into by Damas there. He gets the free kick. No hard feelings between the two, though. A hoodie season is back. Get the latest zip-ups and pullovers for fall from the Tacoma Team Store at Monday through Friday from noon to 5 p.m. Also online at Tacoma.com/team store. And visit the Cheney Stadium Team Store on match days. Herrera pops that out of play. It's a corner, but only just. Pardon me, it's a throw-in, but only just. That was close enough to the flag that there was some debate.
Close enough to the flag that the center backs are coming all the way up.
Looping throw from Baker. Tom Brewitt runs Damas off the ball.
Kind of a rubbing his racing moment there with Brewitt and Damas, where the only way that Brewitt could keep pace was by that heavy shoulder and hip action.
Ilosky gone ahead. Cross gets beyond everyone, in fact. Alston holds it in on the far side. Second effort. Coley was likely offside, or he would chase that with more vigor. Turned over there, Coley. Richards gone ahead for Ilosky. Short ball back inside. Richards, Herrera. That combination of Richards and Ilosky up that right side causing some problems for Tacoma right now.
It's interesting. Ilosky's basically being used as a free man underneath the two forwards and being allowed to just roam wherever he wants to be.
Long throw, Richards. Header, Cody Baker. Alston. Ball's gone out of play. Ilosky wants the switch to the head of Coley, tipped over once more by Herrera. Well, the keeper has been busy these first 25 minutes, to say the least. It's another corner for Orange County.
This is just a great switch and a header one over Jackson Reagan. Impressive. Christian Herrera doing everything that he can to keep that ball out of the net.
Marlon Vargas blocks the initial corner, floated in. Damas, another diving stop from Herrera. He swats it away. Christian Herrera, the big man for Tacoma, standing on his head right now, keeping his side level at 0-0. Down the line, they find Akoli. That one swipes off the face of Tom Brewitt. And it's headed back to Herrera by Reagan.
It's the best series of possession that Orange County have had, managing to break through the lines of Defiance.
Hard running here from Villanueva. Through a second challenge. Ball poked through. Diaz might have been offside, and Dinnerin unable to chase it down. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to their USL senior teams. For more information, visit usl-academy.com.
Tom Brewitt's a defensive mid tonight, but normally the center back.
Robles. Big ball. Bigger header. Out of Thomas McCabe. Second effort. And well caught by Romero. Had Tom Brewitt right in his face. That appeared to have come off of Dylan Powers' arm.
That might be the first time we saw Tom Brewitt run into somebody and the other person not fall over.
That's a good point, Dave.
Just all season. Brewitt's a wide body and a hefty 6'1".
Built on sturdy foundations, you might say, as Herrera collects that. Has certainly been enjoying his integration into this Tacoma side. Been a mainstay for the club. Kinsner looking up the line. Villanueva trying to take on Richards. Dinnerin. Oh, credit Robles with the idea for the back heel, but couldn't get anything going with it.
Surprised Alec Diaz with that move.
Half an hour gone here at Cheney Stadium, 0-0 between these two sides. Mostly due to the heroics of Christian Herrera in goal for Tacoma Defiance, who made a series of critical saves from close range about 5 to 10 minutes ago. And a free kick given along the near touchline.
Strong use of advantage. Center referee John Motto. Orange County sends their big bodies forward.
Brian Olosky off the head of Adinarin, out for a corner. 5th already for Orange County.
Kiernan and Roscoe like that because it means they don't have to run back fast.
Defiance looking to clear their lines. Well, they wanted to take the free kick quickly. They won't be allowed to as the ball rolled forward, and now they're saying that their opposition was delaying the restart of play, which should be a cautionable offense. John Maddow issuing warnings, but just warnings. Big ball toward Cody Baker. And he's offside against Kevin Alston. Dave, I have to say, he sure seemed behind the line when that ball was struck.
Yeah, that's a call that I don't understand. Our booth has a great angle on that one.
Bit of a head scratcher out of assistant referee C.J. Cole along the far touchline. But that is the way the game goes, and on we go. Acoli gone through. Damas. Still Damas. Herrera right there to block it. Now, strong build-up play from Orange County there. Another good chance inside the penalty area.
And you see here, Acoli's pass was brilliant, and it's Alex Villanueva making just enough contact to force Damas into a wide angle.
A follow-up long throw from the near side. Kiernan is there, as is Reagan. McCabe. Richards cross. Herrera goes for it and catches it. And now we've got some extracurriculars outside the field of play. Kiernan and Jackson Reagan being called into the headmaster's office. Well, it seems the tempers have calmed somewhat.
Tom Brewitt trying to get involved in the conversation. Motto having none of that.
Make like a tree and get the heck out of here, I believe, was the instruction from the referee there.
Looks like that was eventually called a foul.
So it seems.
I think the deepest foul call I've seen in my life.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because ordinarily, If the foul occurs inside the 6-yard box, you can put it all the way up on the 6. But if it occurs off the field of play, it's a direct free kick on the nearest point of re-entry, which in that case is the goal line.
Tacoma's turn to have some patient possession.
Herrera has to go quick with both Okoli and Damas closing in.
Diaz with no support on the pressure there, which allows Orange County to bring the ball as far forward as they want.
Long ball looking toward Iloski. Tackled away and out for a throw-in. Okoli gets the cross away. That one chested down to Herrera. Orange County back on the ball and back off the ball, as it were, courtesy of Danny Robles.
OCSC has been threatening from set pieces so far. This is one of those ones where you don't really have an angle to play with, though.
Iloski. Richards. It's a low shot. Gone out of play. Tacoma sets sail on a High Seas happy hour every weekend home match. 90 minutes before every weekend match, Cheney Stadium opens for the High Seas happy hour presented by Lunazul Tequila. Next High Seas happy hour is October 20th against Oakland. Visit tacdefiance.com/ticket information to learn more. Okoli throws a shoulder in and has fouled Tom Brewitt. He is incredulous, to put it mildly. And Okoli wants a word. And Eric Calvillo, not sure if it's for the throw or something he said, but he is booked here in the 41st minute.
And there was a discussion about the time wasting earlier. So it shouldn't be a surprise to Orange County to see yellow in that situation.
A relatively cynical foul, and then just, throwing the ball away like that, you make it pretty easy to get yourself booked. Pass runs right past Villanueva and out of play. And the attempted volley well wide.
An audacious move, and I appreciate it, though.
Calvillo, after that interception, straight up the middle. Iloski, Stearns, scoops that out wide. Alston is there. McCabe, all the way outside. And Richards does everything he can just to put a foot to it.
Dinnerin turned on his afterburners there to close down. Saw that same pass that McCabe did.
Calvillo trying to set off Acoli. Damas batted away.
Great read by Alston to shut down that pass.
There is interim head coach Richard Chaplow directing traffic for Orange County. Took over after Braden Cloutier was relieved of duties following a 3-0 loss at home to this very Tacoma side earlier this season. Pruitt trying to slip it through. Powers, Acoli. Now Robles past midfield, hoping to spring a counter. Adinarin. His cross. This careens off a defender. And when Sam Adinarin connects with a shot and you block it, it leaves a mark.
Yeah, we saw that player take a little moment to stretch.
They'll play 1 minute of stoppage time here in this first half. Robles' corner. Well, directed toward goal by Kinsner. But too tall a task even for him to put it on frame.
Between a slow corner, slow goal kick.
Wade Weber, you can see at the corner of the screen right now saying the minute's been played. Looks like this will be the last attack. Richards for this long throw. High and looping, and it's a free kick. That is how we will end this first half. No goals, some heroics from Christian Herrera, but 0-0 through 45 minutes of play, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a game where Orange County has determined the pace of play, controlling the ball along their back line. 0-0 is purely because of Christian Herrera.
We're scoreless at the break between Tacoma Defiance and Orange County SC. When we return, we'll take a look at what's going on around the rest of the USL Championship here on ESPN+.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Sigue la lucha. Aún no acaba esta batalla. A estas alturas ya estamos cansados, pidiendo esquina. Pero no es momento de bajar la guardia, porque este enemigo, cuando parece que ya está en la lona, se levanta de nuevo y te ataca por donde menos lo esperas. Así que arriba la guardia, porque si pierdes la máscara, todos perdemos la lucha.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more like stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solignat, the back heel in! What a goal!
That's it. Luna is shot into the back goal.
Kuramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Welcome back into Cheney Stadium here on ESPN Plus. It is halftime between Tacoma Defiance and Orange County SC. 0-0 through 45 minutes here in this contest. Andrew Harvey alongside Dave Clark for you. And Dave, a lot of action for Christian Herrera in goal, but otherwise kind of much ado about nothing in this one.
Yeah, outside of Christian Herrera, a lot of players will like to get to see more of the ball here in the second half.
Well, that's what's going on here at Cheney Stadium. Let's take a look at some of the scores from around the rest of the USL Championship. And Dave, some of these Pacific Division matchups have interesting implications for the two teams that play here.
Yeah, in the Pacific Division, Phoenix Rising are leading Oakland Roots 1-0. San Diego Loyal and Sacramento Republic just underway at 0-0. Big news in the Mountain, where El Paso Locomotive wins 2-1 and clinches their playoff appearance.
Well, there you go. We were wondering how long it was going to take El Paso to clinch. The answer was 45 minutes tonight for us. And here are some of the upcoming matches that we'll be seeing over the next couple days here in the USL Championship.
Yeah, an active Wednesday in the Pacific. Everything to play for all of those will have huge playoff implications, where Phoenix Rising is clearly going for the #1 seed throughout the playoffs.
Let's take a look now at the Pacific Division standings, or at least such as they were coming into today. Phoenix Rising right now poised to grab 3 more points here at the top of the table. And pretty much everyone else just fighting for those last 2 playoff spots.
Yeah, everybody's going for those playoff spots 3 and 4. Orange County is in the driver's seat there. LA Galaxy 2 have that -3 goal differential. Everybody's got a negative goal differential battling for that 4th spot.
Here are your other major headlines from around the USL Championship. Well, we said we had 4 teams locked into playoffs. I suppose we should cross that out on the telestrator and put in a little 5 there at this point.
Yeah, El Paso takes, notches their slot there. 2 from the Central Division have already locked in as well. And then Phoenix Rising owning the division. Up next is the Championship Player of the Month nominees. I'm going to go with Santi Moar for Phoenix Rising, but they have 2 players there. Aiden Quinn is also eligible.
And Quinn actually was my choice as well. What a tear he's been on of late for that team. I mean, what a tear Phoenix has been on. It seems like we're saying that every year come October.
And I just want to shout out to the USL Championship's all-time Hispanic team. You can check all of those players out at the USLchampionship.com. Impressive Michael Chang is a Cuban national team player who followed in the footsteps of Osvaldo Alonso, who we all know here in the Pacific Northwest.
And of course, a bonus story tonight that came out today. Well, sorry, it came out earlier this week. USL League One has its newest addition to the crew, Lexington, the next team to join the American 3rd Division. And what a bright time it is for USL League One. I'm not sure if you saw, there's a pretty popular mock-up of what a kit might look like that was making the rounds on social media. I don't want to comment on it too extensively, except to say I would buy 1 million of those jerseys, Dave.
I'm going to shout out that 2023 start, too, because that's the same year that Spokane, up here in the state of Washington, will be playing in USL League One.
So good things to come here in the USL, all the way from top to bottom. Championship League One, the W League, and of course the Super League as well. That's what's going on around the USL. Meanwhile, here at Cheney Stadium, it's 0-0 between Tacoma and Orange County. We'll be back with the second half after this.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Sigue la lucha. Aún no acaba esta batalla. A estas alturas ya estamos cansados, pidiendo esquina. Pero no es momento de bajar la guardia, porque este enemigo, cuando parece que ya está en la lona, se levanta de nuevo y te ataca por donde menos lo esperas. Así que arriba la guardia, porque si pierdes la máscara, todos perdemos la lucha.
Hey, let's check out this park.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back into Cheney Stadium, set for the start of the second half between Tacoma Defiance and Orange County SC here on ESPN Plus. Andrew Harvey alongside Dave Clark. In this match, 0-0, Dave, pretty much solely thanks to the work of Christian Herrera, Tacoma's goalkeeper, who has made, well, some highlight reel worthy saves, and here are a couple.
Yeah, we can't fit all 7 of his saves in, as Christian Herrera is competing for a league record. That league record is 14. He's halfway there, and he has been incredible.
Yeah, I certainly have to think that he'd prefer to not set or tie that record tonight, but he has had plenty to do in the first 45. Tacoma on the other end of the pitch has been a different story.
Yeah, you're just not getting the touches for Alec Diaz or Sam Adinarin. Those two have to be getting the ball inside the 18 if Tacoma's going to manage to score tonight.
Teams are back on the pitch, as are our referees. Defiance a move from left to right on your screen here in this second half. And they'll try to get a little bit more going offensively. The well was somewhat dry apart from one shot from Alec Diaz that kind of went errantly. See Shauna Coley there. Diaz and Danny Robles just beyond him in the center circle.
And they could try to flex those defensive midfielders and almost play Robles as a center attacking mid if they want to get somebody else into that attack, sitting deeper with Brewitt.
John Matto, our referee, has us back underway here at Cheney Stadium. 0-0 between these two sides. Eric Kinsner and Eric Calvillo have both been cautioned. 1 card apiece. Marlon Vargas looking inside there for Diaz. Turnover here, Adinarin, let's fly, and oh my, what a strike from Sam Adinarin. Had some wicked curve on it, and Defiance sees the initiative just after halftime.
Just an alert play, intercepting the ball off the keeper's throw, and turns me into a liar rather quickly. He doesn't need to touch the ball inside the 18 to score.
Well, he picked his head up, and you just saw that big frame for Sam Adinarin lurch into motion, and he really put his foot through that. If the net hadn't been there to stop it, it might have punched clean through the fence and been rattling around in the dugout. Well, it's an 8th goal of the season for Sam Adinarin. And you can't really talk about a goal being against the run of play if it's 30 seconds into a half, Dave, but certainly it was against the spirit of the close of that first half.
Just a defensive effort, heads up play from Adinarin changes the whole nature of this game now.
Kevin Alston on the long throw. Kiernan, the flick on header. And Vargas thumps it clear. Here's Ilowski. Richards gets the cross off, and Herrera, the only man going to come down with that ball. Marlon Vargas. Diaz tried to tee himself up on the half volley. Now here's Cody Baker. Vargas cuts that in on the ground. Adinarin! Romero forced into a sprawling save. The big man nearly makes it 2 in the span of 3 minutes. Alston into the alleyway, floated cross. Villanueva wasn't sure what was lurking over his back shoulder. He heads that out of play. Iloski. Gone far post. Christian Herrera using every inch of his 6'5" frame so far in this contest. Baker gone ahead. Diaz is offside.
I like to say you'll never, every time you come to Cheney Stadium, you're going to see one thing you've never seen before in a soccer match. And today, we saw an interception on a keeper throw that immediately went for goal.
Fair enough. And Dave, that goal seems to have really galvanized both these teams into action. This game already much, much looser, more open, and I mean, fair to say, even though it is obvious with the goal being scored, I think we've had more quality chances in these last 5 minutes than we did in the entire first 45. There's Baker. He slices inside. Skips it along. Robles inside. Adeniran is in here. Gets it beyond Romero and bags a brace. Sam Adeniran is running roughshod over Orange County SC. It's 2-0.
This was all created by Cody Baker, who works his way from right back. Danny Robles accepts the pass. Adeniran's one touch looked like it would get away from him. Just the slowest of toe pokes to score that one.
It's an awfully long leg sticking out there to scoop back onto that ball. Tacoma looking hungry here in the second 45. Dam is flagged offside once more. Well, Dave, you mentioned how in moving Sam Adeniran out wide, they were hoping that he was going to see the game a little bit differently. If he keeps seeing it like this, I don't think we're going to see him back in the middle anytime soon.
Yeah, I think Coach Wade Weber is going to appreciate him as a left wing now. He scored those goals in different fashions, too. That first one was just the all power that we've seen from Sam throughout the season. The second one, a more creative play that required integration with his teammates.
He is just a delight to watch, has been all season long. Now he's got 2 goals on the evening, up to 9 on the year. Robles bags his second assist as well. And like you mentioned, Cody Baker won't get one on the stat sheet, but credit him with the hockey-style assist. Damas offside once more. Join USL in celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through October 15th. Visit uslsoccer.com/Hispanic-heritage for exclusive content and stories that celebrate members of the Hispanic community that have shaped the USL. Villanueva. Clever touch by him to bring it under control, even if he was dispossessed. Adeniran wins another loose ball. Rumbles to the alleyway. Low ball. And nicked away from Diaz, not a moment too soon.
That ball's going to school. It'll be at Henry Foss tomorrow.
Robles' corner, dealt with by Alston. Villanueva. And Defiance pull the ball back. Turned over there to Diaz. And he scoops that out wide. It's a long run for Adeniran, though. Villanueva looking for an option on this throw-in. Double substitution on the way for Orange County. Ben Mines and Nico Kuningas gonna come on. Richard Chaplow doesn't want to wait any longer to try to get something going in this match. Eric Calvillo and Kevin Alston coming off to make way for the subs. Kuningas, quite the talent. 3 goals, 4 assists for him. Dangerous presence. We saw him in that earlier match this year against Orange County, right here at Cheney Stadium. Low cross. Adeniran floats that past everyone. Baker trying to fight his way free. It is a goal kick instead.
Orange County's shape is going to shift pretty significantly, taking off their left back. We'll see how that works out here as they move into their natural positions.
Here's Ilosky. Ilosky just kind of had the ball skip up on him. He's frustrated with himself. You can see it in his body language there. Not what he intended to do with that cross from the left side. Tacoma sets sail on a high seas happy hour every weekend home match. 90 minutes before every weekend match, Cheney Stadium opens for the high seas happy hour presented by Lunazul Tequila. Next high seas happy hour is October 20th against Oakland Roots. Visit tacdefiance.com/ticket information to learn more.
Orange County's quite asymmetric right now. Brent Richards forced to respect Sam Adeniran, so he will not be getting forward much.
Sometimes for Tacoma, the best defense, a good offense. And Adeniran certainly providing that tonight. 2 goals already. Mueller, header squibs past him. The shot gets beyond Herrera, and Orange County's pulled a goal back. It's the substitute, Ben Mines, with an immediate impact just before the hour mark.
Ball just gets away from Taylor Mueller and Alex Villanueva. luckily falling to Ben Mines' foot, and he's alert enough to put that just to the widest part of the net.
First goal of the season for Ben Mines in now what is his 8th appearance for Orange County. And that will definitely change the tenor of this match. This Orange County team has certainly looked good enough to score on several occasions this evening. Made the most of the miscue defensively there. Adinarin, Marlon Vargas. Robles tying up with Kuningas.
Adinarin and Diaz have switched their roles now.
Cody Baker's long throw. Robles. Headed away from Villanueva. That was by Mines, or pardon me, by Richards. Diaz. Pull it back. Now Orange County with a chance to play on the break. This is Akoli past midfield. Akoli, left side, Oloski. Kuningas. Cross in from Oloski. Rattled away by Reagan.
See the rain starting to fall here at Cheney Stadium.
Heavy touch there, Kuningas. That one sliced clear out of the stadium. Brent Richards going to try to weaponize that long throw. And as the rain starts to fall down, you saw it on that Mueller header that fell to Mines. Sometimes the ball kind of squirts in an unexpected direction. Richards heaves it. Reagan the header. Oloski. Oloski's cross. Defended by Reagan. Kuningas. Tommy McCabe looking for Orozco at the back post. Delay on the throw in here. As John Matto wanted a word with a couple players in the penalty area. Richards. Follow-up cross and wasn't able to get to it in time. Goal kick. Being told that Obed Vargas will soon be entering the match. Another vertical ball. This one drifts over the touchline. Obed Vargas now to check in for Danny Robles, who bagged the assist on that opening goal, pardon me, on the second goal for Sam Adeniran. Right now, should the scoreline hold, the game winner. And Vargas, who has proven time and time again that as a youngster, he can really come on and contribute for this squad. Going to be asked to do that very same thing here at home.
Bit more of a ball winner than Danny Robles. Willing to get stuck in.
Kudingas skips free and wins a corner for his side. Sailing in, broken up by Cody Baker. Adeniran pops that over the top. Big man still running, cross to the back post. And just inches too far from linking up with Alec Diaz, who offers the thumbs up.
A little more rain on the grass and maybe he slides faster.
Clever touch there by Mines, can't recover to it. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watson, Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. John Maddow telling the referee to get on with it.
Acrobatic clearance for Taylor Mueller.
No disrespect intended to the man wearing the captain's armband. Acrobatic, not necessarily the word that would first spring to mind when looking to describe him. But hey, guys in this league have range. They can surprise you, Dave.
He's creeping on the 20,000 professional minutes mark here shortly.
Mines with a lovely touch to bring that under control. The cutback cross won't reach Akoli. Shoveled into touch. Defiance making another change here. Marlon Vargas's night is done. On comes Ray Serrano. And Serrano, real enticing this year. 3 goals, 6 assists, now making his 24th appearance of the year. There's plug and play in that attacking unit. Richards. Diaz. Well, Diaz brings that under control. And he is probably off to the races there, Dave. Really important challenge by Orange County to win the ball back. Herrera going quick, looking for Serrano, who brings that down. Serrano toward Diaz. He spilled it wide. And he can't believe it. Orange County going to bring on Aiden Apodaca here to replace Ronaldo Damas. And here is that cross again.
Brilliant play by Ray Serrano to bring the ball under control. And Alec just went with power there, I think, rather than the redirect that was necessary.
Yeah, Cross had all the power was needed. And Defiance, I feel hard done by. I feel they should have bagged another one. Richards, his floated cross. That's McCabe.
Past 3 or 4 minutes, Brent Richards has been getting well forward, which means that Sam Adeniran might have some touches with where he's only one-on-one.
Well, as it stands for Orange County right now, both Sacramento and Tacoma could move up the table. Cross coming in toward Diaz. Adeniran recovers. Lays it ahead. Villanueva wins a corner. We can confirm now Sacramento Republic has a 1-0 lead over San Diego Loyal. That match is at halftime. Obed Vargas hits the in-swinger. Adeniran. Low and left. And well covered by Romero. You know, on a night like this where things get wet, particularly with all that water sitting on the grass that hasn't had a chance to absorb yet, those shots from distance aren't as speculative as you might think. Here's Adeniran out wide. Low ball. And boy, Sam Adeniran is doing everything he can to put a goal on the foot of Alex Diaz. And it's just not coming off. Rough collision. Both players going for the ball, both back on their feet. Kinsner back up the line. Dylan Powers. Wants Mines out wide. And it is a corner. One there by Richards. Pardon me, by Apodaca, who just checked in. Taron Mueller not happy with the corner being given. Ilowski, low cross. set pieces causing some real consternation for Defiance defensively. The header from Kiernan, and Mines has it fall to his foot. Just needed the little tap, overhit it.
I think it was in the air as that ball fell down. Almost impossible to control that in his situation. Herrera giving Defiance an opportunity to breathe and to tilt the pitch the other way.
Christian Herrera being told by the referee to knock it off. You have to expect the next one will probably see him cautioned. Bad challenge there. That's a free kick. Late and behind the ball, and Dylan Powers is booked. Ray Serrano been poleaxed by that challenge.
On the field for about 6 minutes, nearly gets an assist and already feeling pain.
Oh yeah, he'll be feeling that one in the morning. Managed to get back to his feet there.
Tom Brewitt will be serving this in?
It seems that way. That is a new one on me. Brewitt proving his multidimensionality. He goes short. Cody Baker. Cross is blocked. Corner. Serrano. Wow, Kuningas the only player with a sniff at that ball.
Cody Baker smartly eating up seconds, giving the center backs time to move backwards and to work that clock down.
Defiance leading 2-1 here. 79th minute. Both teams have looked threatening since getting on the board. Apodaca turned over to Brewitt. And he's won a free kick on advantage. Felt the contact, made the most of it, did Tom Brewitt. Another set piece for Tacoma. Orange County making another change. Thomas McCabe is off, and Darwin Jones comes on. Jones gets a bit of a welcoming cheer from the Tacoma crowd. Once a sounder, Dave, always a sounder. Obed Vargas slips that to Serrano. Serrano, Orozco breaks it up. Adinarin pokes it out wide, shovels that in, and Diaz. Well, fourth time tonight he's had a chance at one. That one probably the hardest of all four. Ten minutes in stoppage to go. Orange County pressing, throwing numbers forward, looking for their equalizer goal. Hoodie season is back. Get the latest zip-ups and pullovers for fall at the Tacoma Team Store, Monday through Friday from noon to 5 p.m. and also online at Tacoma.com/team store. Visit the Cheney Stadium Team Store on match days. So here comes Randy Mendoza for Tacoma. They've made 3 subs on 3 occasions. Mendoza, the last change for Wade Weber. More of a defensive-minded wingback player compared to Villanueva's more attacking style, Dave.
Yeah, Randy can play as a center back, wing back, anywhere where you need the ball to stop moving.
The only thing Wade Weber needs for the ball to stop moving right now is toward Tacoma's goal. 8 minutes and change plus stoppage time to go. Expect to see a lot of this over the final 8. Thumped away from McCauley. Well played there by Powers. Flicked through, headed back out by Mueller. Steady rainfall as the ball comes wide to Darwin Jones. And Mendoza sticks a foot to it. Richards. Threw it, the initial header. The second ball. Popped up. Mendoza volleys on it. That goes straight back up in the air. And has gone out for a throw-in. Wow, the conditions really starting to affect this match, Dave. Kuningas. Now Oloski. Adinarin has fouled Kuningas while winning that ball back. So this very promising set piece opportunity. And Orange County bringing pretty much everybody forward. Romero, the only player back at the halfway line. Kuningas set to serve this ball into a melee of blue and gray jerseys. It's a low ball from Kuningas. Blasted clear by Alec Diaz. Sliding challenge from Obed Vargas. Richards unable to hold it in play. What a tackle from Obed Vargas to break up that move. Mendoza trying to drive that ball off. Kind of a fool's errand in weather like this, Dave.
It also eats a few more seconds. Clock management.
Well, there are 5 minutes, 10 seconds, and stoppage time left to manage for Tacoma, who lead 2-1. Diaz turns, thumps that over the top. Adinarin is there. And he'll chop that ball to himself. Romero forced to play that short. And boy, the keeper might feel a little bit like he just dodged an oncoming freight train.
Keepers should know by now to clear it before Samuel Adeniran gets close to you.
Big floating ball. Herrera goes for the punch. Keeper no longer confident he can catch it cleanly, doesn't want to spill it. Here comes Randy Mendoza. Mendoza slips that ball in and tackled away from Ray Serrano. Brian Olowski tracked back. That's a gut-busting run at this stage in the match. And Defiance win the throw. Man has stayed down for Tacoma Defiance. That's Cody Baker. Appears to be cramping. It's been a hard shift put in by the 17-year-old tonight. Had Raymond Roy and the officiating crew trying to get them to move Baker. And the trainer, Sheila Tatsunami, saying, we'll move him when we're ready to move him.
As a reminder, Tacoma Defiance have used all 3 of their substitution opportunities, so they'll do whatever they can to get Cody back on the field.
Baker comes off there. He's right at midfield. We'll wait to see when he attempts to rejoin play. It is Tacoma's throw-in.
Beautiful shot of the rain. Pouring on Christian Herrera there.
I guess you'll be able to skip the post-game shower. Ray Serrano trying to help himself to some free yardage there. Defiance playing a man down at the moment. Win another throw. And Cody Baker trots back on at the referee's invitation. Diaz, Orozco, Serrano gets that to Baker. Serrano pulls it past his man, gets the cross away. Kind of a weird cross, kept on floating, dropped straight down. Here's Adeniran. Cuts one in on the ground. Tom Brewitt puts his foot through it. The rebound, Romero, and finally cashed in. Alec Diaz has been looking all night, and he strikes true in the 90th minute. 3-1 Tacoma.
Brewitt blasted that. Romero has to makes 2 brilliant saves, and eventually Alec Diaz pounces on it. You can see how joyous he is. That's a center forward used to scoring that has had a rough season, thrilled to finally break through.
Well, the forward who had a goal disallowed for offside in the 90th minute of Wednesday's contest now bags one in the 90th minute of this one, a goal that seems poised to guarantee 3 points at home here for Tacoma. Now the question, how much stoppage time will we play? Another look at it.
The first save, the second save, and finally Alec Diaz.
Orange County wasting no time upon the resumption of play. And we're told that we can play 4 minutes of stoppage time here in the second half. We're into the first of them now. Third goal of the year for Diaz. And just a big moment for a Tacoma side that's trying to kindle the spark of life in its postseason hopes. Mendoza working against Richards. Kinsner. Darwin Jones. Jones's cross. And that shot forces the dive out of Herrera. Took a touch on its way through. Dylan Powers with the strong connection. 10th corner of the match for Orange County. On the way. Flashed at the near post and given as a goal kick. John Matto lingered a moment to tell Herrera not to waste any more time in putting this ball back in play. Herrera obliges. Orozco back to Romero. Forced to work quickly. That falls toward Diaz. Quickly restarted for Adeniran. Adeniran! And Adeniran bags a hat trick in stoppage time. The big man takes care of it all for Tacoma. 3 goals for Sam Adeniran on the night. What savvy play to restart the free quickly. Obed Vargas just slips it right to him, and nobody picked him up.
Yeah, Orange County just falls asleep on the restart there. Obed Vargas with the heads-up play. That's a veteran savvy move from the 16-year-old.
Well, now the party can really begin in earnest for Tacoma. 4 goals, a season high for them. Adeniran hits triple digits. 10 goals on the year, 3 goals tonight. Wade Weber, Dave, always says he wants to see his team plugged in for the full 90 minutes from whistle to whistle. How about that? 3 minutes into stoppage time for Obed Vargas to know to put that ball down and play it.
And they're hungry. That move to Ray Serrano was to try to attack goal. Orange County just slid in, took the ball off his foot.
We played the 4 minutes of stoppage time. Likely to see just a little bit more. Mendoza lost his footing there as he brought that under. Orange County looking long for Acoli. Glance at the watch from referee John Matto. Mendoza. The throw-in won't reach Adeniran, but Tacoma Defiance distinguished themselves at the death. They score in the 90th and the 90-plus third to walk off with a 4-1 win, Dave, and snap a 7-match losing streak. And they do it here at home at Cheney Stadium. What a result.
Wade Weber mixes up his front line, switches Samuel Adeniran out to the left wing, and I think Sam Adeniran's going to stay on the left wing for the rest of the season.
3 goals for Big Sam Adeniran tonight, and every single one of them highlight reel worthy. A strong night for him, a strong night for Tacoma. And Dave, it means that these last 5 matches of the year take on a very, very big importance, something that Tacoma really has not had to play for at this stage in the season these last couple of years.
Yeah, very early in the year, Wade Weber told us both that he wanted matches in October to matter. And here, now, they do.
For Orange County, back to the drawing board, still in a playoff spot for right now, but things getting tighter, and they're back at home against Phoenix Rising on Wednesday. Tacoma, meanwhile, will play Las Vegas Lights Wednesday at home. That match, scheduled for a 7 p.m. kick, we'll have it for you here on ESPN+. It's a 4-goal, 3-point party here in Tacoma. It's a 3-goal party for Sam Adeniran, as they wait to salute the hometown faithful.
Collecting every single player. Christian Herrera, Jackson Reagan, the last to join the line.
3 points for Tacoma. All smiles here in the South Sound. They win 4-1 against Orange County SC. That's going to do it for us here at Cheney Stadium. For all of us on ESPN+, I'm Andrew Harvey saying so long, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.